If you're giving it your all and hammering day in and day out the gym, but your sleep schedule is horrible, then congratulations. You just hindered your chances of maximizing your gains. What's up, everyone? David here. Got a new video for y'all today. But before we get into it, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on any new videos. Because remember, new videos on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So don't miss out. Now today, we're talking about something that's often overlooked when it comes to working out. Now, I'm pretty sure many of you have heard of two main things that are going to help you see the results that you want. One is obviously hitting the gym, working out, doing the exercises. That should be a given. But usually the second thing that people will be talking about is the diet, the nutrition, what they're eating in the kitchen. Pretty sure you heard something of, seeing results or getting abs is 20% gym, 80% diet, or abs are made in the kitchen, something along the lines of that. The bottom line is everyone keeps thinking of only those two components when it comes to seeing results or living a healthier lifestyle, seeing progress, whatever it is that you're trying to better yourself in. It's always just those two. It's always the physical activity in the gym and whatever it is that you're doing in the kitchen. But I don't like to think of it like that. All right, it's not a two-sided coin. There's three sides to fitness, and the third one, I believe, is always the one that always gets the most overlooked, and that is recovery, okay? What exactly is it that you're doing when you're not working out, or what you're doing in between meals? What exactly are you doing at night? That is the big one, recovery. You can push as hard as you want in the gym, pushing hundreds of pounds, really fighting against the burn. You could be having the most spot-on diet, eating your protein, your carbs, your fats, drinking enough water, eating your fruits and vegetables, taking your vitamins, taking your supplements, but if you're not recovering the way you should, you're not going to be seeing the results that you want. It's quite simply, that's just all it is. It's pitiful, the fact that people, they don't take that seriously. They think more is better, but there's only so much that you can push yourself without taking the appropriate recovery methods until your body just gives out on you. And one of the best ways that you can recover is doing something as simple as sleeping. I mean, we're talking about a free performance enhancers. We're talking about something that could give you just better gains, better strength, more muscle, lower body fat. Just regulate your sleep. Get a consistent sleep schedule, and you'll be surprised with how much better you feel throughout the day. Not just in the gym, but at work. You won't feel so foggy-headed. You won't be in such a bad mood. You feel nice and energized. Everything will just be better if you can prioritize that sleep. But there's so many things that we're all doing that are just killing our gains. And that's exactly what we're going to be going over today. What are the three things that you're doing at night, your nighttime habits that are just messing it all up for you? Number one is quite simply, you're not getting enough sleep. But why exactly you're not getting enough sleep? I'm pretty sure it's because you're staying up all night on some form of an electronic, whether that be a phone, a laptop, tablet, TV. Doesn't matter. You're on social media, you're on YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus. I don't care what it is. You're in front of some type of device when you should be sleeping instead. You're binge watching a show when you could be binge sleeping. But no, you feel that one episode, you need to find out what happens in the next episode. No, you can't be left on a cliffhanger. TikTok, no, I'm just gonna keep scrolling and scrolling. Not one more video won't hurt. Now, all of this is taking priority over your sleep. Are you kidding me? That shouldn't be the case. How about you put the phone down? How about you turn off the TV? How about you close the laptop and instead call it a night? Get a couple extra minutes of sleep, get a couple extra hours of sleep, and watch how your performance in the gym and the quality of the rest of your day, the following day, will improve. I'm telling you, the technology, the phones, the blue light, whatever it may be, that is hindering your sleep. The more sleep that you can get, the better results you'll get. Because when we're in the gym, when we're pushing hard, we're really going at it, those heavy sets of squats, those heavy sets of bench pressing, rowing, whatever it may be, we're tearing down that muscle. But when it actually starts to recover, when it actually goes through the process of growing bigger and stronger, all of that is happening at night while we're sleeping. So we want to make sure we ensure the best possible environment for that. And if we're not giving our body enough time to recover, enough hours of sleep each night, you won't be seeing as much results as you want. Now, I'm not saying that even though you are getting minimal sleep, and the minimal sleep that you are getting is bad quality, I'm not saying that you're not going to be getting results. Obviously, you're going to be seeing some type of improvements because at the end of the day, you're still going to the gym, you're still pushing yourself. Something is better than nothing. I'm just telling you, if you were to get more adequate sleep, more hours, and of good quality sleep, you'll be seeing even more results. You probably should be seeing the results that you want. But no, again, too many of you, you're prioritizing, keep scrolling and scrolling, scrolling. Next episode, next episode, next episode. Now, okay, one more video here, one more video there. No, just let's call it a night. Okay, it's not that important. How is it that that show of these fictional characters is going to help you with anything? How is you scrolling through the social media of people that you don't even know and you want to know every little detail of their life? How is that going to help your performance in the gym? How is that going to help you lose fat? How is it going to help you build strength? How is it going to help you build muscle? It's not. So let's go put it away. Phone, turn it off, put it face down for the night, sleep, prioritize it, get plenty of hours of it. Now, moving on to the second habit that's killing your gains at night, has to do with food. Now, what exactly about food is it that's hindering you? Some people are gonna say, don't eat anything before you sleep. Some people are saying, eat a high protein meal before you sleep. Let's break it down. What exactly is the problem with or without eating right before you go to bed? When you go to sleep, your body temperature needs to decrease, okay? In colder environments, you will sleep better. How many of you have ever noticed during summer, you have a harder time falling asleep compared to winter? It seems like winter, you fall asleep better and you enjoy the quality of your sleep a lot more. Our body needs to cool itself off. Our body temperature is gonna drop once we're resting because we're not moving. It's time to relax. When we eat food, doesn't matter what type of food, protein, carbs, fat, doesn't matter. Your body temperature heats up. Why does it heat up? Because your organs are running to help digest that food. Now, the issue is if you eat a big meal, especially a high protein meal right before you go to bed, well, what does your body have to do? It has to digest it. And what, again, does it do when it digests food? It heats up. So during the time when it's about to go to sleep and your body needs to decrease its body temperature, no, now because of the fact that you eat such a big meal so close to bedtime, essentially right before you go to sleep, now your body temperature is rising. And that's the complete opposite of what we want. And that's why it's gonna hinder your sleep quality. And now it's gonna be harder for you to get into that deep, good quality sleep. Now, on the other hand, as a bodybuilder, for those of you who wanna build muscle, you already know, we're about to go hours on end without eating. And what do we need? We need protein. We already know protein is what builds the muscle. So here's what I would advise. Again, this is something that I personally do. This is something that I suggest you can try out. But again, every person's gonna be different. So just hear me out. I eat my last meal an hour and a half before I go to bed. Because I already know if I eat it right before I go to bed, it's gonna hinder my sleep quality. And it's actually a protein shake. But the type of protein powder I put in there is casein protein. Not whey protein, not isolate, not concentrate. No. Casein protein. Why is this? Because casein protein is a slower digesting protein. So it's gonna stay in your system a lot longer. So take your casein protein before you go to bed, so that way you have protein in your system for hours on end while you're sleeping. But also the timing of it, don't drink it right before you go to sleep, because again, that digestion needs to happen. It's going to heat up body temperature. That's why me personally, I do it an hour and a half before I go to bed. And that goes for any meal. Even if it's not a casein protein shake, if I go out for dinner, whatever it may be, still make sure last meal, no less than an hour and a half before bedtime. But the fact that I still need to get something in because I'm about to go hours on end without eating, I make sure that even though it is an hour and a half out, it's casein protein. So at least I get my protein intake and at least I know it stays in my system longer. So that's something that you should take into account. If you're the type of person that wants to not eat anything 2 hours before, by all means go for it. Just know that eating a big heavy meal before you go to bed raises the body temperature, but when we sleep, we want it to go down. And just know, casein protein, slower digesting, ideal for situations where you know you're gonna go hours on end without eating. And third habit that's killing your gains at night. This one specifically, I'm going to be talking to all of you that work out in the evening, whether it be after school, after work, or just some of you night lurks, whatever it may be. We keep talking about the quality of the sleep. You can fall asleep, but is the quality really there? Your eyes are closed, you might not be conscious, but are you really getting the adequate quality of sleep that you want? Think of it like this. You could be spending hours at a time at the gym, but are you really pushing yourself? Is the quality of that workout really there? Are you going to really see results? No. Same thing when you sleep. For those of you that work out in the evening, what is something that you take right before you work out? Pre-workout. What exactly is pre-workout? It's caffeine. It really gives you that energy. You're about to crush a hard workout. You're going to amp up on the caffeine, whether it be through pre-workout, a coffee, powder, Celsius drink, whatever. Caffeine is caffeine at the end of the day. But we take it right before we work out. in hopes that it fuels us and allows us to push harder in the workout, which is perfectly fine. Go for it. But how long is it going to take for that caffeine to wear out? It's going to stay in your system for a while. And if you're someone that works out in the evening, there's no guaranteeing that caffeine is going to wear out in time by the time you go to sleep. So by the time you actually do hit the bed, there's still a good amount of caffeine in your system. So is it going to affect your sleep quality? Yeah, because you're still amped up on it. You know, you might still feel tired because that caffeine has not worn out. So how far out should we take caffeine? Again, if you're the type of person that needs to take it, you know, you just need it, whatever it may be, go for it. But I just want to point out this. Caffeine has a half-life of right around 5 to 7 hours. So we'll just meet in the middle and say 6 hours. What does that mean? If you take a energy drink, a Celsius, whatever it may be, it has 200 milligrams of caffeine. Let's just say you take it at 5 p.m., right before your workout. Fast forward 6 hours. So 6 hours from 5 p.m., now we're at 11 at night. Half of that would have been worn out. That's the half-life. So now you're down to 100 milligrams of caffeine still in your system. Fast forward another 6 hours, now we're at 5 a.m. How much caffeine? Again, we cut it in half. Now we're down to 50 milligrams. So you see, the half-life of caffeine is right around 6 hours. So if you're someone who's taking some type of caffeinated product in the evening, you got to make sure you time it right. So that way a good amount of it wears out and it's out of your system by the time you go to sleep. So that's why it might be a little bit better than if you take your caffeine earlier in the day, ideally maybe no later than 12 to 2 o'clock p.m. in hopes that it wears out by the time you actually do go to bed. But on the flip side, all the other tips that we went over earlier in this video, if you take all that into account and really prioritize your sleep, then you might not feel so tired and feel the need to take caffeine in the first place. So you see, a lot of people, they take caffeine because they feel they need it. But realistically, all that is a Band-Aid to cover the bigger wound, and that bigger wound is the issue that you're not even getting adequate amounts of sleep in the first place. Or even if you are getting adequate amounts of sleep, the quality is not there because right before you go to sleep, you hit a big meal. Right before you go to sleep, you're on a device. Right before you go to sleep, you did a heavy workout, whatever it may be. So you see, all these little things need to be taken into account. So there you have it, everyone. Recovery. It's not just about the exercises. It's not just about the diet. Recovery is that third component. You can push as hard as you want in the gym. You can eat as healthy as you can in the kitchen, but if you're not recovering as adequately as you know you can, you won't be seeing as much results as you possibly could. And the best way that you can recover, sleep. But there's little things that you're doing every single night right before you go to bed that's going to alter your sleep habits. All right, it's going to affect the quality of your sleep, and because of that, you're not going to be able to maximize the results from the gym. Hopefully this video was helpful. Comment down below if it was, and comment down below what are some other tips that you have to really maximize that nighttime routine so that way we can promote better muscle gain. And comment any other tips that you may have to help someone improve the quality of their sleep, because again, it is essential. Not even for those of us that work out, but just in general, as humans, for our general health, we need to prioritize our sleep. It is important. Let's try to help each other out. Be sure to comment down below any other video suggestions you'd like to see me do, whether it be about mindset, motivation, nutrition, diets, workouts, programs, whatever it is, comment down below. I'd be more than happy to help y'all out. Be sure to subscribe not just to this channel, but my girlfriend's channel and our couple's channel so you don't miss out any new videos. Because remember, new videos every week across the board for all 3 channels. For this channel specifically, new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So don't miss out. And then Instagram and TikTok, same thing. Be sure to follow me on my accounts, girlfriend's accounts, couple's accounts. I put all the links down in the description below. With that being said, I'll catch y'all next time.